Hey River Kids Dream Team, it's Alex and I'm here in our preteen classroom. Our preteen classroom serves our 4th and 5th graders, and you might be receiving this video because it's your first serve, and I'm so glad that you're on the team. I'm so glad you've decided to join the Preteen Dream Team. Or maybe this is your classroom and you serve in here weekly, and so to you I want to say thank you, and I'm just going to give you a couple of reminders here as we walk around the preteen classroom. This side of the room is our orange side of the classroom, and this is our relational space. There's Dude Perfect playing on the TV with some chairs and hangout space. There's an infinity table where they can play board games digitally. There's a pop shot, there's snacks, there's a table for arts and crafts or board games. This is the relational space. This is where you get to connect with your kids, as well as maybe high five some dream teamers that you're serving with, and ask kids about how their week was and what's going on in their lives. This is the relational side of the classroom. We stay in this side of the classroom for about 15 to 20 minutes, and as we get ready to transition to the content portion of our service, we're going to encourage all of our kids to throw away snacks, throw away water bottles. We are going to focus on Jesus. We're kind of pivoting from our relational time to focus on our discipleship time, and we're going to eliminate distractions for that section of the service. So we're going to open these doors and go over to our small group side of the classroom. It's the green side of our preteen space. We're going to invite all of our preteen kiddos over here to get ready to focus in on God's word and what he has for us. We're going to focus on worship. We're going to shut those doors behind us because we are finished with our relational chatting, hanging out time, and now it's time to focus on God's word. And so what I want to make sure that we're all doing in preteen, throughout all of River Kids, we have 4 core values. Those are love God, love others, do your best, and have fun. And even in a preteen classroom, we need to be reiterating those core values. We can redirect behavior out of those core values. We love God, therefore we're going to focus during our lesson. We love others, therefore we're not going to hinder someone else during their worship experience. All of those things, we can use those core values to positively remind them what God says and what we're trying to do here in River Kids. During this time, our large group teacher is going to take us through our large group lesson. Another leader might help out with the game. And then we also have worship during this time. It's very important to continue to go through those values each and every week. Your kids might get sick of hearing them, so come up with a creative way to share them each week. So you're going to have your large group lesson, large group game, as well as your worship experience. Then you're going to transition into your small group, and they're going to be led by our high school leaders and some of our other dream team, and they're going to facilitate their own small group. Those small groups are going to first come over here to the cubbies and grab a bin that will be labeled small group, preteen small group bins. And those bins will have our preteen discussion questions. They'll have some Jolly Ranchers in there for some incentives or some type of candy like that. And they'll also have a Bible so that you can quickly reference and model for your kids what it looks like to even model for them using the table of contents. It's okay if they don't know where things are located. Here in the preteen classroom, we're trying to create some biblical foundations so that when they go to middle school, they know how to navigate their Bible. They know what the big numbers and the little numbers mean. We're trying to create some biblical literacy so that they can feel successful when they move on to the bridge. This is definitely, we're kind of bridging the gap with this preteen ministry. So those small group supplies will be here for you, as well as in that tub, there's going to be some early finisher options. Maybe they're table topics, would you rather questions. One of my leaders likes to use highs and lows, go around the circle and share what was the best part of your week and what was the lowest part of your week. It's a chance for you to get to know your small group a little bit better. After small group happens, it's really important that kids stay in their small groups. That's kind of where the little pieces of candy come in handy, using it as an incentive or getting to know them a little bit better. We want parents to see the relational side of preteen ministry on the other side of the classroom, and then when they pick up their children, we want them to see the discipleship side of our service flow. So it's important that we stay in our small groups, and then we dismiss from our small groups. The large group teacher will facilitate checkout, and they'll use same as all of our other River Kids classrooms. They'll match preteen name tags to the parent pickup tag, and they'll make sure those alphanumeric codes match, and then they will be able to pass the child on to their parent. One more thing that's unique about the preteen classroom, there's a restroom on this side of the preteen space as well as the other side of the preteen space. So there are 2 restrooms within both of these classrooms. These restrooms are reserved for River kids, not for high school leaders, not for middle school leaders, not for adults. They are only reserved for River kids on Sunday mornings. So please be vigilant of that, not to let any Dream Teamers enter these restrooms on a Sunday morning, as well as let's make sure only 1 child goes in at a time. At this age, we kind of want to go everywhere together, and that's just not appropriate. So make sure that you're paying attention to those things, and just make sure that you are connecting with the kids that you serve. Your attention, your focus on them is really, really important at this age. You all are incredible. You're an incredible Dream Team, and you're ministering to some of the most energetic of our River kids. And I just want to say thank you, and can't wait to see you the next time you serve.